All right, welcome back, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Just out in another shed hunt today, and I decided to climb up into a zone that I've picked antlers up in before, but not in this particular bench. I'm up pretty high. I'm freaking sweating. Been hiking for a couple hours, and yeah, it's funny. You get to like certain elevation, you look down, it's just full of deer tracks. So I knew I was getting in the zone, and then I just looked over here and I saw what I thought was a doe and a couple fawns or a couple does and a fawn just sort of go up and over the edge. And yeah, I looked up and I could see a bed, and sitting in the bed is a brown antler. And not quite what I was hoping for, but at least when I find these ones, I know my eyes are working. And I should be able to spot a big one if I come across it. So I'll do a pickup just in case it's the only one I find today. All right, well, here we go, the big reveal. Big brown spike. Well, at least I'm not wondering anymore if the deer are dropping, because if these little guys are dropping, the big ones have already dropped. So, like I said, it's the second brown spike I've ever found. So you know your eyes are working when you can spot that on a ground full of sticks. I can see a fresh rub right over here. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just leave my pack here and start gridding the zone out, see if I can match them up. I doubt it, but you never know. This is getting into a pretty good area where there's lots of beds, and I do have some cameras set up, so I'll check those later. But I may as well walk. It's a pretty long bench. I'll just go up and down it and just see if I can't spot anything else. So better than a kick in the butt. At least I got a brown shed today. Definitely a pocket shed. Well, that's pretty interesting. So I'm just walking around trying to see if I can find any more sheds on this bench. Obviously there's lots of deer tracks in the snow, but look at that. It's a good sized wolf. Man, they just run through these zones and just put a hurting on these deer, eh? All winter. So I did bring, I wasn't sure what to bring for a firearm today. I wasn't sure if I was gonna see any wolves or cougars or anything like that, or coyotes, but I have seen quite a few snowshoe hare around this season, so it's probably 12 gauge, and I got a couple buckshots just in case something happens, but more than likely, who knows, maybe I'll see a hare and take one of those home today. But I don't know, if I get too close to some predators, a buckshot should do the trick at close ranges. You've got to be kidding me. I have hiked this bench a lot, trust me, and I missed an antler all these years. That's crazy. You gotta think maybe like the wolves and the coyotes move them around a little bit, because I mean, I feel like this one's super old and I would have seen it. But yeah, check it out, just sitting right there all chewed up. Yeah, so look at that. Old little 3.0, I guess. That's crazy. That's been sitting there all that time and I just keep walking by it. But I mean, they look so much like sticks. I mean, who knows? How cool is that? It's interesting how sometimes deer just aren't bothered by you, right? Like even if you are trying not to put pressure on them or neutral body language and all that great stuff, they're just, as long as you just stay still and don't stare them down real hard, and some of them are just quite content to just keep feeding and just walk around you. Anyways, that was probably the highlight of the day. I hung out with those two young deer for probably about pushing 20 minutes, and not once did they seem spooked. So yeah, that was super cool. So this is kind of cool. I found this deadhead 2, maybe 3 years ago while I was out here shed hunting, and stuck it up in this tree. It's just too old and chewed up, but it's a pretty good buck. 3x4, you know, it's fairly heavy. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of assumed maybe it was like a cougar kill or something, because I found it like on a an outcrop, like at the top of a cliff, like something was just sitting on there, sitting at the edge, chewing on it. But who knows? I just figured no point taking it home, so just stuck it up in the tree. Wonder how long it'll sit here for. All right, well, looks like the battery's toast on this one. And it was a little bit fogged up in there too. Well, just have to get the card home and see how the videos went. Well, I've never had that happen before. I spotted it from a ways away, but the tree I've had a camera on for the last couple of years blew over with my camera on it. That's, I know that happens, but it's the first time it's happened to me. And I was in such a perfect spot too. It's a bit of a shame. So it'll be interesting to see exactly when it happened, and if all the footage on that camera is just of the sky now, which kind of sucks, but oh well, it happens. Yeah, lots of deer sign, and there were some big tracks as well. And of course, this is a tree that my camera's been on for quite some time. I've gotten lots of great footage too. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. I don't really see an alternative tree, but I'll have to just figure something out. Yeah, just got blown over, I guess, so we'll check that when I get home. Well, got some decent bucks on camera up until January 15th. And that seems to be the day the tree went down, so interesting. But there's only 2, and I recognize one of them. Bigger bucks running around, and the rest were just some forkies. So far, nothing exciting, but you really don't know till well, for me anyway, till I get home and I put it on a bigger screen, like my laptop or my iPad. And then I'm always surprised. I pick up a lot of nice looking antlers that I couldn't see on the little LCD on the camera. So anywho, that's it for this zone until we get ready for next hunting season. Just a quick one, but some pretty good sized wolf tracks, eh? I know they're melted out a bit, but still no joke. And they're running up this nasty crap. Oh my god. I feel like I made a mistake coming down this way, but that's what they're using to get up and down. Damn. Good sized tracks. So here's a quick little bit of sign for any new hunters out there. If you see that these little shrubs and bushes and stuff have all the buds on the end eaten off, right at the top like that, that's all deer just browsing along and eating these off the bushes. So those are super fresh. I doubt I'm gonna be able to focus in enough, but if you're looking for a bit more deer sign than just tracks and droppings, look at the bushes and see how fresh those buds are eating off the end, and that'll tell you if there's deer in the area right now. It's funny how it goes sometimes. I haven't found a single shed up here yet in a couple of hikes, and man, there's lots of good deer sign like that. This is a big aggressive rub. So yeah, I don't know. The browns aren't where they were last year. Doesn't mean they're not in the area, just they're not in the exact same sort of ridges and beds and stuff that I've been finding them on last year. So I think my goal today is to push up even higher and see if, yeah, I don't know. We'll just get up in some bigger timber and see what I can find. All right, well, that's too bad. It's a big effort to hike up this far, and man, it's hard on my knee to get up here. I can feel it. You get to a certain sort of elevation. It's just so steep in here, man. But yeah, no real excuses. There's tons of fresh droppings. The beds are all being used. Tons of buck sign from the fall. But I haven't seen a single antler. That's kind of crazy. Like last year, my first couple hikes in here, I did really well, actually. I picked up a bunch of browns, and I haven't even seen a single antler, not even an old one. But yeah, it's not like the deer aren't here. They're just not where I found them last year. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to every season's like starting fresh, right? Just because you found browns in a certain area one year, I mean, sure, you might go back. I've had that happen a couple times where I've gone back to certain beds and found different bucks have shed an antler in the same bed. So it is worth going back to your spots. You know, if deer liked it before, they'll probably like it again, and you just got to get lucky and they're there when their antler pops off. So yeah, I don't know. This is all so good, but I just spend a lifetime gridding this out and never cover everything. So I'm just gonna get to it and keep going back and forth and see how high I decide to go. I think my knee will sort of dictate that, but there's lots of side hilling I can do and check out new zones. So I'll get to it. All right, well, I haven't found a shed yet, which is absolutely insane, but found a dusty old deadhead. Oh God, I'm getting much older than that. Oh, I can't even stand up, so steep. Wow, that's old. All right, well, hallelujah. I did not think I was going to find anything today. I have been hiking a lot. It's steep. It took me 5.5 hours to get from the bottom to the highest point, essentially just into the snow. It was getting too deep. And man, there was so much sign. There was so many fresh tracks, fresh droppings, rubs from this fall. And I took a really good line all the way up where I've picked up sheds years past, hit all the beds, all the regular game trails. Nothing crazy. So anyways, I was just coming. I turned around about an hour ago and started coming back down the mountain and had some lunch. And then I saw that deadhead, picked that up for a second. And then something I guess to take away from this is always trust your gut. I almost kept going left because there's two giant deadfall trees. And yeah, I'm just kind of tired and sore. And I didn't really want to have to like get my body over them because they were pretty big and high off the ground. And I was like, oh, the hell with it. Let's do it. So I just threw my belly on them and rolled over the whole thing, fell off the other side. And that was fine. I took about 10 steps and I looked down and I saw what looked like a stick butt. It's a little brown 2-point. So better than nothing. I mean, nothing to write home about. And I'm happy to at least found something on the day and at least a brown one. So that gives me hope that there's more out here. I know there are. Just surprised I couldn't find any. And yeah, I guess I'll stop dragging my feet and feeling sorry for myself and start keep my eyes peeled. I'm going to start going down. It's pretty late in the day and I'm still pretty high. So I still got, if I'm lucky, a couple hours of hiking, even if I go fast down to get out of here. But, you know, I'm going to zigzag, take my time, hit some beds and ridges and game trails that look good. And who knows, maybe I will pick up something a bit bigger than this. But happy enough. At least I got something to show for the day.